if I can have everybody stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, on to first item on the agenda would be the approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I have a motion to approve by Pat.
Second.
I have a second by Dan. All in favor by saying aye. Aye. All right, and on to public forum. We don't have anybody in the gallery, so we'll go ahead and move on to consent agenda. So I think there had a call out that there would be one correction on the council minutes. We might. You were the one that spotted that.
I did.
Yeah, didn't you spot it, that there was on October 7th?
It's the first motion, I think.
Okay,
I made that change.
okay.
With that one change to the October 7th minutes, I will approve the consent agenda.
All right, I have a motion to approve by Dan. I'll go ahead and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, on to boards and commission reports. Planning Commission.
As Darren isn't here, do you want to give the report, or?
Sure. We just, at the last planning meeting, we had one application for a solar farm, southwest of town. Everything met the criteria, our criteria for solar farms. So we approved that. He had to change some verbiage in his application, I think, for trees, or his mapping for the trees. He didn't put any pine trees in, and so they're, in our ordinance, it says that it has to have how many feet to include pine trees, so I don't know if he got back to
Yep,
Darren on
he
that.
did.
Okay.
Yep.
So with that, we approve that through the zoning meeting, or planning and zoning.
All right.
And obviously, the recommendation is that the council approve the conditional use.
Correct.
All right. Anybody have any questions on the resolution 20-002 conditional use permit for solar farm?
What land is that on? I mean, where about?
Be on Steve Schmidt's land, south of where the city sign is, out on 55, behind the trees.
Okay.
So it's south of the trees.
It's not up front.
No, it's south of the trees, yep. I think he's got a better sun vantage point from there anyway than on this side of the trees.
Anything else? All right, and I will go ahead and make a motion to approve the recommendation for 20-002 conditional use permit for solar farm.
I'll second that.
All right, I have a second by Dan. All in favor say aye. Aye. All right, since Darren's not here, did he submit a rental report?
He did not.
Nope. Okay. All right, so then on to EDA. You want to, do we, maybe an update on the David Disk project?
That, we have now submitted the grant. That's all in. They send back an acknowledgement that they received each section, and I think there were 13 sections, and they received them all, so now we wait. And they can ask for more information as they read through them or not, so now we wait for them. But everything was done and in, and so.
It's quite a lengthy process, isn't it, from what I understand?
It is, it's a lot of writing, it was nice that he had been through it once, so a big portion of it had already been done, and, yeah.
I mean, as far as the approval process and stuff like
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
We're not gonna know next week, it'll be months before we find out.
What was it, February, roughly?
Yeah.
when the awards go out. Or the awards are announced, I should say. So, but everything's, you know, we got everything in, so, and we got it in early too.
Yeah.
So, all right. Any questions on EDA? All right, on to approval of the October bills. Any questions?
I didn't see anything in there for a Teal machine, so.
I,
No,
no?
I've seen a lot of
Okay.
Teal's in there, but no.
Yeah.
Teal machine.
Yeah, okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the bills.
All right, I have a motion by Pat,
Second.
I have a second by Dan. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All right, on to department readouts. Cindy?
I put the financial report in there, that's our investments and cash and investments. The biggest change is at the bottom of the page, there's now a $200,000 CD, and that was money that had come due in our RBC investments, and the CD is paying 1%, and the RBC is paying a 0.02, so. I know, to be excited for 1% right now is insane, but, as they come due, we can always, as soon as he sees that they're starting to go back up, they're not anticipating that for certainly another calendar year, but. So, we have a total now of $2,696,334.18.
Any questions in the financial report? All right, anything else, Cindy?
No, I think that's all I have. I can give a little report, and I'll have it in the next one on the COVID, that we spent all our funds on the COVID, and Eden Lake Township and Manana gave funds as well, so theirs were specific to fire and rescue, so we were able to use some of their
We were able to
funds.
figure out a place to spend that.
Yep, so that was a good deal,
Excellent.
yeah. So our last report has to go in here. The 15th is if we had any funds had to be sent to the county, but, yeah.
All right, anything else?
Nope.
Nope. All right, and on to Zach.
I ain't got too much, brush site will be closed now till spring, with the snow, and we got all the leaves hauled out and whatnot, so it's all looking pretty good. And, just a reminder to the public to watch out for the snow plows in town and equipment, and see the lights move on over.
All right, anybody have anything for Zach? No, anything else, Zach?
That's all.
All right, on to Ernie.
All I got is just, you got my monthly report, any questions on that? And then, Halloween went really good. Everybody's out, I think that went really well. I think everybody's pretty happy to do it, the way it sounds. We got a lot of good feedback on it, so. I think there's quite a few kids out, so that was good. I think they enjoyed it. Other than that, I was working on some ordinance stuff yet, trying to get that finished up. Most of them are all good, except for a couple is normal. And get your cars out the street tonight. All I got.
All right, anybody got anything for Ernie?
Any updates on cameras, body cams and that? Did you get your car camera working or your?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's working really good once we got it figured out. So that's been doing really well. I've had no issues, so it's been good. And, body cam's still sitting on the shelf, you know, we'd have to go through the public hearing and all that. We decided we'd have to get a new unit too, so. Kinda waiting, I think there's gonna be some money out there. If they push that, I think there'll be some government money.
They changed the audit process now too, didn't they, a little bit?
Yeah, it's gotten cheaper than it was. I mean, you can do it a couple $1,000 versus 8 or 9 or 8 or 10, whatever it was. So it's gotten a little cheaper, but it's still enough. So there's a lot of bigger departments opting not to get them, so we'll play it by ear, I think. We got our mic and we got our camera in our car, and I think for now that's probably fine.
Anything else?
What are we doing on cars that are not licensed? You and I talked about that.
Yeah, good. I mean, we just got a couple. Everybody else is, you know, I probably got maybe 6 in town in total now. I think we're probably at 15 or 18 now. It's pretty good. So just working through the list, you know, it's a couple, it's always the same ones. Just trying to get your cars done, just do what you gotta do here. And they will, you know, they just slow. But most, everywhere's been pretty good, actually. It's good that we did that fall ordinance run this year. I think that was good. That really got a bunch of stuff cleaned up. So,
Did you, talk to,
I did.
Okay.
So, I did have a word with them, and I think that's, it's not there now, so I tried to persuade him into getting a regular can. I talked to Cindy a little bit about that, so got his amount that he needs to pay, so I can't make him do it.
yeah, I can't imagine, I don't know what he pays to haul that trailer in every so often versus renting a garbage can.
Well, it can't sit outside. It just can't in the summer. It just draws too many other, it just can't, period.
Agreed.
All right.
How about tarp structures in town? There's one went up.
Just let Darren know that one. Let Darren know if you know where it's at, just give him the address, he'll send him a letter.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about.
You guys might know the address, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's State Street.
Yep, you gotta let Darren know. You have to call City Hall when you find this out, so that we
It
can,
just went up within the last week or so.
yeah.
All right, then, anything from council? All right, then, nobody's got anything else. We got our next upcoming meeting, it's November 13th at 4 PM. This is gonna be canvassing the election results via Zoom, and in person if around. And then our council meeting after that will be a workshop on November 18th to talk about budget and, council photos. So, make sure you dress nice.
Hopefully I don't have to take two pictures, you can use one for both. Yes?
For
Maybe.
both of what?
For zoning and for council?
No.
I'm not taking two pictures.
It's not worth the fight, I can tell you that.
Not worth it for you or not worth it
Go
for me?
home and ask your wife, is it worth the fight? No, we'll have one for planning and zoning picture, and then we'll do a council picture.
Yay.
And then we may have to have an individual one of you, because you won this year, so that's special.
Yeah.
Too funny. All right. If there is nothing else, excuse me, I'll go ahead and adjourn the meeting. All right.